What's going on, everyone? I got John Parker Wilson here at AL.com hanging with us as our SEC insider this week. And of course, it's so great to have you now on the call with the Crimson Tide Sports Network alongside Eli Gold. So I get to listen to you on the radio, and then of course you get to join us here and talk a little quarterbacks. So the former quarterback himself is going to talk to us a little bit about Tua Tagovailoa. Tua now has established himself as the starting quarterback at Alabama, and there are a lot of pundits, a lot of former players, a lot of media members calling Tua one of the, if not the best quarterback in the country. I want to get your take on that. What are your thoughts on Tua, his skill set, and his abilities to lead this football team?
Look, I think it's definitely warranted from his production that he's had so far in this year through 5 games, his ability to spread the ball around the field, to get at different guys, to do it both through the air and with his feet. I think he can make every pass, and he's showing that. The receivers that he have around him are getting open, and he's doing a really good job of finding those open guys. Starts up front, the offensive line, I think they're doing a really good job also. But Tua, he drops back at that pocket. You know, he could do so many different things. Throws it really quick, gets it out of his hand, really dissects the defense really fast. So his ability just to, you know, from the snap, I mean, he gets it, and it's kind of scary for the other team's defense right now because he can just spread it around to so many different guys.
Yeah, and it makes him obviously a lot of fun to watch, and it makes Alabama a very prolific offense and something that we're not accustomed to. I think the one thing you kind of point to, Damian Harris not maybe getting as many carries as he's accustomed to, and you know, some point to that maybe being a bonus for him and his shelf life as a running back. But he also says, look, when you have a quarterback like Tua, I don't need to carry the ball,
right, and
all the receivers that he has. When you look at his skill set and what Tua is able to do, how is the dynamic on this offense different than in recent years?
I think it's a new year, it's a new philosophy, new coordinator Mike Locksley back calling the plays, and you can kind of see the evolution of the offense. A lot of run-pass options. So rather than running the ball into a bad look, they're giving the quarterback the ability to pull it and then throw a quick slant or whatever the play is that results in a big play. So the ability to I think trust both quarterbacks now with more on the plate, as you know, Tua's in his 2nd year, Jalen's in his 3rd year, so that trust level is huge with those guys. But just opening up the offense, spreading the ball around, it's fun to watch too. I mean, we're scoring quick. Alabama's offense is scoring quick. Last year it was more of that slow burn, play in the 4th quarter, and then and you know, sustained drives late. But now it's 2-3 play drives, 70 yards, getting out the gate, going and scoring points. I'm loving it as a fan. It's a lot of fun.
Scoring quick and often, and as we've seen to date in this taping, Tua has not played in the 4th quarter yet, and so obviously that's kind of a big part of this. Now, my last question for you, JP, is if you could compare Tua to other quarterbacks that you've seen, maybe his skill set, who does he remind you of?
I don't know. That's a really good question. You know, you look at a guy like, I think naturally, you look at somebody like Steve Young, right? A lefty who had some escapability, who did a lot of different things. I think he's a hybrid of a lot of guys. He does a lot of good things, but I think one of the things that get lost is his accuracy, especially down the field. He's throwing 40-yard passes on a line that are just landing perfectly for the receivers. He is extremely athletic, but his accuracy is something that I don't think we talk enough about. It'll come out, but just put the ball in the perfect spot every time, it seems like. And he's walking it to him 40 yards down the field, making some passes. I've been in the booth a couple of times, and I've said it, there's no way I would have even attempted this throw. So it's nice to see him attempting it, squeeze it into the pocket, and get it done.
Yep, 0 interceptions to date. Keeping that mistake-free football going. Of course, we'll knock on wood. Hopefully that continues. Again, you're doing a great job in the booth. We appreciate all your insight. And, of course, for all your Alabama Crimson Tide updates, you can visit us on AL.com. This video was brought to you by Caliber, a luxury store in Homewood, Alabama that's reviving the finer things in hunting and fishing.